What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be doing some World Tournament ticket summons here. So as you can see here, I managed to get first in my local rankings, which was definitely very easy to do this time around. The World Tournaments, the past few have not been very competitive at all because they are just throwing them at us back to back to back. So everybody is completely tired of grinding these. So yeah, I pretty much blew my local rankings out of the water. So that's good for me. I got my 2 copies of Pilaf. He's now at 90%. And then on the next World Tournament, I'm guaranteed to rainbow him. So that is very good. And then my overall ranking was 321. I worked all weekend, so I wasn't able to grind up as high as I wanted to, but top 500 I will definitely take. We were able to get some good potential orbs out of it, and then quite a few tickets here as well that we're going to go and spend. So let's jump over to in-game really quick. So before we do any summons, I just wanted to show a quick breakdown here of my box. We're only going to be summoning on the Dragon Ball Saga summon banner. I don't need to summon on the World Tournament like guaranteed SSR ticket banner because I have all of those units at this point, and the featured pool I pretty much have rainbowed. I'll show a deeper breakdown of that when we get over to the ticket banner. But basically, this is all of the SSRs that are on the Dragon Ball Saga summon banner. So as you can see, I have 4 of them rainbowed here, but most of them I can still use dupes for. So hopefully we'll be able to pick up some good dupes. And then, most importantly, there is one unit that I am missing here. If we go ahead and take a look, the physical Jackie Chun. I don't have a single copy of him. He's the only summonable unit in the game that I am missing at this point, because obviously all of these are unattainable. So I really, really hope that we can pull a copy of him. That is the main goal for the video today. With this pool of tickets that we've got. If not, then we're just going to have to wait until the next tournament. Okay, so yeah, taking a look at the guaranteed SSR banner here, the ticket pool, I have this guy rainbowed. He's at 90%. I think he's also at 90%. He's rainbowed, 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 rainbowed. So I am going to wait until the next World Tournament when those last 4 rainbowed units fall into the unfeatured pool again, and then the next batch of units will come on here, be featured, and then hopefully some of those I won't quite have rainbowed, and then maybe I'll do a couple multis here so I can rainbow out a few more of these. But for this World Tournament, I'm going to go ahead and save up my tickets and just wait on that one. And then, yeah, we're going to spend all 33 of these. So unfortunately, of the featured pool here, I do have this guy rainbowed already, this guy rainbowed already, and this guy rainbowed already. So I am really, really not looking forward to pulling dupes for any of them. But we'll see how we do here. So let's go ahead and jump in. Like I said, my main goal is just to get that physical Jackie Chun. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pull him for like the 5 or 6 World Tournaments where he was featured back to back to back, and now he has just disappeared into the unfeatured pool. So hopefully I'm able to pull him, you know, before having to wait for him to basically show up as a featured unit again when he eventually gets his Dokkan Awakening. Or his EZA, actually, because he already has Dokkan Awakened, right? Okay, so we get into Neen. I definitely can use a copy of her. Okay, Bunny Bulmas are really good for me to get because she is one of the SRs on the banner that actually Dokkan Awakens, right? So that means that, you know, she's got... I have to get a 1 in every slot for her, and there's a lot there. So I know I've already gotten the 1s in every slot at this point, but they are not SA10 because she is the only character that's named Bunny Bulma, and I haven't wasted Kai's on her. So I can use all of these as SA fodder. So that's definitely a good SR for me to pull. And then I think I decided, as far as, you know, on the note of getting a 1 in every slot, I'm not really bothering doing this for all of, like, the SRs and Rs in the game, but I think for the World Tournament unit specifically, I will do that now, just because if at some point I decide that I have the box space for it, and I do want to do this for all the SRs and Rares, then, you know, having a head start on the World Tournament units will be a good idea. So I'm probably going to keep all of these copies for these guys, because I do have a top copy of, you know, the SRs and Rares for all of them in the game at this point. But yeah, I think I will collect and then do like unawakened rare copies of those units, and same thing with the SRs. So that'll be good to see how many of these we can pick up here. I'm gonna have to be collecting those over the next few World Tournaments, right? Okay, Demon King Piccolo, that's good. Okay, yeah, I guess I just want to see a lot of variety here with these because, like I said, like this, the Yamcha, the Tien, awesome. We're getting bunches of different. Okay, so basically every single unit that we just got in this multi, I can keep because I'm going to be keeping a bottom copy of all of these, right? Like I already have the awakened one, but these are all the unawakened ones. So that is very good. These are going to be some very fruitful summons here because of that. And I've already gotten 2 usable dupes, and we haven't yet felt the pain of pulling, a dupe that I can't use. And I will say, of the 4 units that I've already rainbowed, there is only one of them that I've got an SSR copy of, right? Okay, Cyborg Tau, that's another dupe I can use. Okay, the Int Demon King Piccolo Elder again. I think I already had him at 90%, if I remember correctly. We'll have to go in and check. But yeah, so this might be an SSR copy here. But yeah, so really the one unit at this point that I don't want to see is that Demon King Piccolo. And then I guess the only other one would be the AGL Piccolo Jr. because I've already got an SSR copy of him as well. So I really want to avoid seeing either of those 2 units. Any of the other ones, I completely welcome. Okay, that Int Bulma Youth is a decent one as well. Actually, probably not, because I think she has a farmable, there's the Int farmable Bulma Youth that I just farmed up the one in every slot, and I got her to SA10 and all those, so I actually don't need that. Okay, here we go, and then we'll go into the 5 singles. This summon session here was looking a little bit low on SSRs, unfortunately. But that's just how it goes when you summon on this banner. This banner really, really sucks. But we'll see if we can get lucky here. Okay, that's another rare that I can use. We'll keep as a copy. Hopefully we can get lucky enough in these next 4 or 5 singles to get another SSR. That would be nice. There's still lots of dupes I can use. There's still plenty to go before I have all of these, units rainbowed. And I really, really want that physical Jackie Chun. He's the last unit in the game before I officially have every single unit in the game, right? And I do want to keep trying to summon for every new character that comes out until I pull him, so that at some point I can say that I have, summoned literally every single unit in the game. And then if at some point, I fall off a little bit after that and end up not picking up a new unit or something, it won't be a big deal because I have at least achieved that, summoning every single unit in the game. Okay, so we are gonna pull an SSR here. We had Krillin and 18 fly in, so let's see what we get. Oh, okay, well, that's an SSR copy for him now as well, because he was already rainbowed. That is a little bit unfortunate. No big deal, though. We can use the SSR copy, right? At least it's not a total waste. I mean, there's basically nothing on this banner that we could pull that would be a total waste, right? I guess except for that SR Bulma Youth that we pulled. We literally can't use that. Okay. Well, it looks like that's it. That is mediocre at best. But obviously when I'm sitting here hunting one singular unit that's buried in the unfeatured pool on this banner, I can't expect for these to go amazingly. So I guess I'll be happy that I got a couple of usable dupes, and, just celebrate that. Oh yeah, so it looks like I did have this guy at 89%. So I only needed the one more copy of him to rainbow him, so that's good. And then the Anine, I could have used the dupe there, so that's very good as well. And it looks like I rainbowed the Cyborg Tau. So that is good. And I guess we will just have to stay tuned for the next World Tournament for another shot to maybe get this World Tournament Jackie Chun. He is still the most elusive unit in the game for me. When will I pull him?